Hello, everybody. I hope that you are having a nice weekend and welcome to a new classification session for this detective. So let's see what type of object we can find. Probably we are going to have a bunch of bad candidates and such, but hopefully something interesting came and is going to pop up. So let's see. Okay, multiple. Nothing too crazy there. SkyMapper can have bad resolution sometimes, but we can clearly see second object inside the circle. So let's move on. Another clear multiple. For the people that might be new to this detective project, uh, why we are doing this and why I am discarding objects, for example, in this condition, because we want to find objects with probably new disk system or forming planet disk, young stellar disks, and we are basing our search in the excess in the ER bands, in the infrared bands. If there are multiple objects inside this red circle, we cannot really trust that measurement because the second object could be adding a false positive reading in that regard. So, yep, we have to move on. More multiples and more multiples. This detective currently is finishing with a, let's say, remaining object from the old version of the project, so it's kind of prone to have not so great candidates compared with other batches. So this one could be multiple. There is something there in the line. Let's see if we can have some extra information. Oh, long period. Long. Oh, sorry. The zoom was bad. Long period variable candidate. Sadly, we don't want these ones either because the parallax puts them too far away to do something very useful with them. So, eh, could be fine aside this, but the parallax is put a star too far away, and there is a very good chance to for this type of variable to be a M giant. That is another type of object what that we don't want. You can read about that in the about page of the project and the blog post. We have tons of material to check out. So yeah, it could be multiple, but since I'm not sure, I'm going to put down about. But I'm going to go to the click data anyway, and it's going to be marked again for the low parallax. I see multiple right away. Let's see something else. No, another multiple. Let's go. Another multiple. We are probably to have a bunch of this one. Another one. Again. Additional, T1 is saturating. That happens when a star is too bright for the sensor of the camera. That is not a problem per se. It could be, but it's not a problem per se. But it's a multiple anyway. Another one. Saturating also. No, I strengthened one so far. That is another kind of bad object, but that it's almost, but not quite. Very multiple. Same. Is bit obvious, but multiple anyway. Almost standard, but not quite. Again, sadly, nothing to report. Another outer multiple. Mm, mm, mm. I don't see anything wrong with the image, so let's check the additional information of this one. That didn't seem bad. Let's go to BCR. BCR is a, how can I best describe it for maybe somebody new? It's an index that unites a lot of catalogs with pretty much all the data you can find about the stellar object. And in this case, I am searching for Gaia EDR3 to see the parallax of the central object. Well, first, we can hypothetically have faint objects there for one side, and the parallax is too low anyway to be useful, so yeah, probably giant, something like that. But it's not interesting for us. Yeah, so nothing to report. Let's move on. More multiple objects. Other one. This one is kinda both type of multiples. The inner multiples alone can be good, but this outer anyway. So yeah. Another multiple. Yeah. This one is almost extended by that bright neighborhood there. Let's check the additional data just in case. Another long period variable. I don't see the parallax here. Let's see the Gaia EDR3 values. Mm, mm, mm. Yep, it in this case is even negative, so yeah, all good. I'm going to add it. I have a collection with a few examples of each type of thing I found, so we need to add this one to the variable sample I have, and move on. Multiples. Again, multiples, sadly. And more multiples. Again, very multiple. Yep, multiple. Nothing to do there. Yep, multiple. Very bright. Star there. More multiples. Mm, mm, this one is almost right. Just there. Let's see if there's any addition interesting. Again, another long period variable. So yeah, and by the look at this one was started to be known was Gaia DR2 came out. So again, sadly, yes, I'm going to save it since should mark that one as multiple, but oh, here was a nice example of a extended object. It's multiple anyway. I have one, two, three objects. Yeah, doesn't look good. A reason for discarding an object that is extended for this detective is because, like the multiple ones, it's going to give you a false reading about the infrared excess in the bands, and we can don't really trust that. So, yep, I'm going to save this one for my collection of examples. Standard and where is it? Oh, there. Multiples. Yep. Another. And another, sadly. Uh, yeah, more multiples. Let's do half an hour run. Let's see if everything is just bad candidates so far. Multiples, multiples, and more multiples. Why we do all this checking? Because sadly, classifying the image using a algorithm, for example, well, machine learning and such, have a limits right now, and after some point, the computer cannot really tell what could be a good candidate and why not. So, aside doing so, already some cuts using colors, parallax, and such, we need to do a proper visual checking to be really sure about the quality of the objects. In this case, I think I see a very faint object there, but let's see the additional information. Again, sadly, not exactly a good one, because meta variables are usually one pretty far away, two are usually engines that we don't want, and the variability that meta have is a very long variability. It's not really good for our type of search and for the type object we want to have digs on them. So yeah, I'm going to say this mirror were present all the time in the old version of the project. Those were obvious. I'm going to mark them as multiple. Let's yep, another multiple. And this one is technically extended because it's going outside the circle. So, and for the direction that was probably caused by the object, that happens sometimes, but only sometimes. Multiple. Mm, another multiple. Another one. Sorry, maybe I going quickly, quickly through this one, but I classify so much this detective data that I only need one pass most of the time to discard these bad boys. So yeah, let me check. I don't see, but nothing here. But let's go to BCR and see how Hope's crushed by Gaia data. ATR 3. And yeah, it actually looks clean, but since the parallax too low, mm, yeah, I have to check up the potential excess. Yeah, not too great, so yep, sadly, too far away. It's visually good, but again, even if you miss maybe an object that could be reported, it's going to be eventually catch up because one maybe another person is going to report it, another computer valuable. Other another user is going to report it, or we are going to catch the object eventually when we are analyzing the click data. Then we are actually about to do just that in a short period of time in the future. How we do that is all another matter that as second group of user we do that as super user of the group. We analyze the selected data and we do another row of selection based on that. Another one. Another one. How you like some sine wave relaxing tunes. Sound like a good idea to hear while you're doing this. Uh, Another multiple. Another one. Oof, nice duration there. And don't get maybe mm, yeah, kinda, and don't get maybe turned down. You cannot find something cool to report right away because even the bad objects being reported are useful because we can extrapolate a number. For example, well, we analyze this sample with this amount of objects, and this amount were found to be not good because they were multiples, and thus you cannot trust the readings on them. So we can compare with this search and say something about relativity, how trustworthy the search can be, and such and such. So all data is useful. There's a very faint object there, but yeah. Another one, sadly. Let's see again. I see a couple actually. So yeah, that's multiple. An extended one. So 2 for 1 there. Not good, but doubles. I don't see anything bad. Let's open. I don't see but don't have anything. Right. And again, sadly, maybe a faint object there, but it's too far away anyway. Yeah, multiple, definitely multiple. Since in right away. Long paper variable, sadly. Oh, it has 2 papers. You can use Simba to check that. And Guide 2 and red variable, so yeah, not exactly the cup of tea from this detective precisely. I see multiple right away. The sky mapper can have really bad focus image sometimes, so image where the telescope alignment was the telescope. I mean was failing because maybe the track was bad. So yeah, but multiple anyway. No, multiple. You can correct, remove an option. You click it bad. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's multiple. Yeah. Yes. Let's say yes. Sadly, in the current version of the universe, you cannot know exactly uh, how many classifications you are doing in your current section. You you can see. We are going to see in the profile uh, how are you are how much you are zooming, but that number sometimes is not completely exactly because maybe the server is catching up. So maybe you classify 100 and it's going to show with 19, something like that. So let's see once we are done uh, how many more I have on my counter for this detective 2.0. I wish you have much more that is currently in my count, but yeah, life can be uh, not exactly cooperative sometimes. So for anybody watching the video or by visiting my blog, any any contribution is greatly appreciated to be able to keep doing this type of things, to be able to do it pretty much in some occasions because yeah, things are not exactly pretty. in Argentina right now. Even with all what is happening around the world and countries that have it a lot worse than Argentina. Argentina is hard to like, let's say like that. So thanks for all the people helping me so far, and thanks for all the future help because I really appreciate it and need it, and currently also still need. Exactly. Yeah, multiples. I don't see anything, but let's eliminate. Oh, nothing insane, but let's go to BCR and see if the parallax. Yeah, wow, almost nothing. Ooh, yeah, not good. Not good for a report. It's visually good, but not good for a report. Let's be more precise there. We are looking for objects with parallax of 1 and above, aside all the rest. This is a variable. Uh-huh. Yeah, the atlas. Astronomy have a bunch of really fun acronyms sometimes. Yeah, multiple. Yeah, I see a object over there. Let's see. Yeah, I see a faint object there. Star. Thank you, Simba. You are too kind. But the parallax. So just confirm. This don't have paper, but have a parallax. Simba entry. The mystery of life. Yeah, it's correct. And the nearby object that should be that one we are seeing in the image. Yeah, actually, it should be that one. Have a parallax that we would like to see for an object to report, but alas, is not the case. So yeah, another one. Yep, standard. Alright, multiple unstandard. So I think yeah, that is multiple. I think we are not going to have any luck to find a good one in a 30-minute round. Variable. Let's see the values, but yeah. Sorry for that, but sometimes I search more quickly that the browser is loading the catalog. Yeah, nah, not good, and yeah, we have faint objects there that could be not always a problem if they are maybe not visible in the image. That this one is almost not visible in the image, but is not good in the parallax in astrometric sense anyway, because things like distance and proper motion as the astrometric part of astronomy. So yeah, that is not good. multiple ones. We're going to take 30 minutes more. We're going to do a couple more. Another multiple. And yeah, Mira. Going to save it for the collection since, but sadly not good. And yep, finish with this multiple. And oh, another clear one. I just can't resist. It's just gaming. One more match, one more. Maybe the next one is going to be good. In fact, that it is. So yeah, suddenly a bunch of multiple objects. Let's see, this one is saturating, but I don't see anything else. But let's open. Nothing here. Let's go to this here to see what we can find. And maybe let's close with this one. Yeah, sadly, not a good one in the parallax sense. How to say no to that one? And let's see how many classifications the system has registered. So I am currently sitting at 1260 foot. Let's put the refresh the page. Yeah, I wait quite a few. Hopefully the page catch up. I'm getting near of the 13,000 mark. Maybe I will do that later in the day, but I think this is a good point to leave the video since the sample, this batch sample is not exactly the more exciting batch to talk about. I will try to write a summary to post the video alongside my blog, and maybe you can visit this detective and have fun with us. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it a bit, and maybe you join the project, and we'll try to do this more regularly. I said that this before, but I'm really interested to make this type of videos, even if don't look the more exciting thing in the world. But let's see how they go. So let's see this one. Last one that looks visually. Yeah, this is extended. In the future, we are going to have a, let's say, reboot the project where wave 4 is going to not be present because we are kinda depleting that sample, and so we are going to have objects only reach wave 3 to maybe catch more good ones there that don't have a good wave 4 image, but we can use it until wave 3. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and to leave the video here, and let's say we're back with another multiple. Bye people, catch you in the next one.